Assalamu alaikum students. The topic of today's lecture is measuring instrument, in which we particularly discuss about the mass measuring instruments. We discuss about beam balance, physical balance, lever balance and electronic balance. And at the end of this lecture we compare the accuracies of these mass measuring instruments by comparing their least counts. So let's start our lecture. So first of all, we should know what are measuring instruments. So all those instruments which are used to measure various physical quantities are known as measuring instrument. So physical quantities are those quantities which can be measured. Or we can say that all measurable quantities are called physical quantities. So measurable quantities. So to measure these quantities, we of course we required some instruments. So those instruments which are used to measure these physical quantities are known as measuring instruments. Okay. For example, we have length measuring instrument to measure length. Similarly, we have mass measuring instrument, time measuring instrument, and there are a lot of measuring instruments that are used to measure different types of physical quantities. Now, in today's lecture, we will discuss about the mass measuring instruments. So, first of all, we should know about the mass. So, mass is a measure of amount of matter in an object. That how much matter does a body have? More matter means more mass. But problem is that how we can measure this matter. So, we measure this matter by comparison method. In this method, an unknown mass is compared with the known mass. Now, where this known mass comes from? It is provided by a international system of units. Basically, they made a prototype. You can see in the picture. This is exactly 1 kg mass, and all other mass measuring instruments or you can say all other known mass measuring instruments are made or compared with this mass which is placed in the Paris. Let's see. Now you can see the first and a very simple form of mass measuring instrument is a beam balance, and it is also measured a mass by comparison method. Now in this beam you can see we have two pens and a rod with a pointer on it. Okay, now we place some unknown mass. Let's suppose we placed an unknown mass on left pen. When we place an unknown mass on the left pen, this pointer moves on this side, on the left side. Now we start putting known masses on this pen. For example, I put, let's suppose, 2 kg mass. We know that 2 kg kg is a unit of mass. Okay, when we put 2 kg mass on this right pen, we will see that this pointer and this beam is exactly aligned. When this pointer come back to its original position, it means that now both pens have same mass. Both have same mass. So whenever uh, this pointer is at the center, it means both pens have same mass. So this is from this you can say that this body is also is of 2 kg. So this is how we can measure the mass of an object by using this beam balance. Now the next is physical balance. Physical balance is mostly used in laboratories to measure the mass of various objects by comparison. It also uses a comparison method. To use this physical balance, we must follow these steps. So the first step is to use this leveling screws to level these the level of these pens. You see, when we place this physical balance on a smooth horizontal surface, if these two pens are not balanced, then you can use these leveling screws to balance these pens. Similarly, after balancing, when you make sure that this is in smooth horizontal surface by looking at this plumb line, if this plumb line, like this plumb line, is in straight horizontal vertical direction, then it's mean that your physical balance is on smooth horizontal surface. Now after ensuring this, now check whether this beam, here this is a beam with a pointer on it, here it is a pointer. Okay, when if this pointer is at on 0, then there is no need to change the setting of this arrestment knob. If it is not in 0, if this pointer is at not at 0, then adjust this arrestment knob either in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction to move this pointer at 0 position. Now when leveling screws are set and you see the pointer is on is at 0, means it is in initial position. Now it's mean that now both these two pens are balanced. Okay, now place unknown message on the left pen. When you place an unknown message on the left pen, this left pen moves downwards and the pointer moves in this direction. Okay, now from your weight box, put a known mass on this right pen. By putting a known mass on the right pen, if this knob comes again to 0, then stop adding more weights. But if it is not at 0, then put another weight until and unless when this pointer comes to 0, stop putting more known weights. Now when you see this knob or this pointer is at 0, it comes to its original position, it's mean that now both these pens have same mass. Okay, now start counting the mass you place on the right pen, which gives you the mass of the object on the left pen. So this is how we can measure a mass of an unknown object by comparing with it some known masses. So this is how we can use this beam balance. Now this is a mini exercise on page number 16 regarding this physical balance. So we must solve these questions. So first question is what is the function of balancing screws? So you see here are the balancing screws, these are the balancing screws. So if pens of the physical balance are empty, now before adding any weight on these two pens, if they are not leveled, then you can use these balancing screws or this arrestment knob to balance these pens. Okay, so we use balancing screws on the beam that are used to balance the empty pens. So this is the answer of first question, that what is the function of balancing screws. Now next is on what pen we place the object and why. So we place an object of unknown mass is on the left pen. As you see, we place an unknown mass on the left pen and a known mass on the right pen. And question says why. So it is due to the reason why we place unknown masses on the right pen, because we feel more convenience to change the masses with our right hand when required. So it's just up to you. There is no hard and fast rule that you must place known masses on the right, but it is easy to change the masses on the right pen. That is why we use right pen for the known masses and left pen for the unknown masses. Now let's move towards the next, which is a lever balance. Now this balance consists of system of levers. As you see these two pictures, The first one is the old type of lever balance, and this is the latest type of the lever balance. Now the principle is same, that we compare the masses. So we place a known masses, unknown masses on the left pane. When we place a unknown mass on the left pane, this lever moves downward and this lever moves upwards. Okay, now these levers are not balanced, they are not in the same line. Now start putting a known masses on this right pane. For example, I put a 2 kg mass, like we discussed in previous example. If we put a 2 kg mass and here it is an unknown mass, where if by putting these 2 kg, these two levers are come exactly in line, it's mean that now this unknown mass also have a mass of 2 kg. How you can find the mass of an object. The next is electronic balance. So electronic balance measures your mass by finding its weight. So it comes in different ranges, in milligrams range, gram ranges and kilogram ranges. This is in milligram ranges, this instrument which is shown in the figure. So what we will do, before measuring the mass of the body, it is switched on and its reading set to 0. So when there is no mass on the pen, this reading must be 0. Now place the object. When we place object on this pen, you see the reading on this digital meter. So this reading shows the mass of the object. So it's very easy to use. So this is how you can find the mass of the object by using this electronic balance. Now at the end we see, we compare the accuracies of these mass measuring instruments. We see a sensitive beam balance can detect a change of 0.1 gram. So a minimum mass that a beam balance can measure is only 0.1 gram. Okay, so the least count is 0.1 gram. Similarly, a physical balance can measure up to 0.01 gram, or it can measure smallest mass is 10 kg. So the least count of physical balance is 10 kg, while that electronic balance can measure up to 1 milligram or 0.001 gram. So comparison of this least count shows electronic balance is the most sensitive and hence it is most accurate balance, because we can measure a smallest mass on this electronic balance. So there is a useful information you must know about this information, that the precision of the balance of the mass measuring instrument of an object is different for different balances. A sensitive balance cannot measure the large masses. Similarly, a balance that can measure a large masses cannot be sensitive. So this is very important thing. If you want to measure a very small masses, then your instrument cannot measure a large mass. But if your instrument measures a large mass, then it cannot measure a small mass. So these are the limitation of this mass measuring instruments. So some digital balance can measure even smaller than 0.1 milligram. You see, the least count of electronic balance, common electronic balance is 1 milligram, but some electronic balance can measure up to 0.1 milligram, means even more precise. So such balances are considered to be the most precise balance. Okay, so this is all about today's lecture. Thank you very much.